Thank you for choosing RC Truth Media. Today we're going to be focused on the changes in our Earth. Grand solar minimum is getting deeper and deeper. And what's going to happen in 2030? Well, you see this picture right here? I hope it's not this bad. I don't think it's going to be this bad. They're saying that it's a mini ice age. So, and lots of parts of the earth is not going to be frozen. That you will be able to grow vegetables and stuff like that. The last modern minimum, there were lots of areas on the earth where you could still grow. They just had to definitely work with what they had. And this is what we do. They had to adapt to their environment. So we will adapt. That's what humans are good at. Okay. Speaking of adapting, what's happening in the monetary system? We are changing, and it looks like I have one article to show you if I can get it here. History. Yeah, this is coming from Zero Hedge. And before I go on to the Grand Solar Minimum news, it says trade war is the beginning of a new global monetary system. I'll go ahead and leave a link to this so you could check it out yourself. But it's basically saying that China, with a $375 billion deficit with the United States every year is the deficit we have to them. It looks like they've been growing and growing and growing this past 10 years or so, and they are just at the brink of taking over. Okay. Says, let's see if we go down a little bit. However, following the great dislocation, China will be free to reflate the world, for such will be the potency of the monetary policy of such a large economy relaxed about running a current account deficit. So prepare for the deflationary consequences of the shift in global monetary system, and expect as well as hope that it will end as China helps the world to inflate away its debts. So we are in debt, and the world is all in debt, and so the only way we can get out of this debt is for a new monetary system, and it looks like that's what's happening right now. Okay, so the blockchain ain't going nowhere either. I would definitely take a look at those cryptos, but you can't eat money, and in times where it's going to get freezing, food and water is going to be the most important thing. Okay, just to let you know. Now, on to this Grand Solar Minimum news. Check it out. Beryl, which is the first hurricane of the season, is to risk flooding in Puerto Rico. They do not need this. Last hurricane season, they got smashed, and the first one is already headed towards Puerto Rico. Just great, right? Well, Cuba and Jamaica might get it too. Hopefully, this breaks up before hitting Puerto Rico. We'll keep you updated on what goes on here. Let's look at this. Says 49 people have been killed, 48 are unaccounted for in western and central Japan on Saturday, with more than 1.6 million evacuated from their homes. Looks like they had to swim to their roof to find cover to get ground. That's crazy. Japan's meteorological agency retains special weather warnings for 3 prefectures in the main island of Honshu. They urged vigilance against landslides, rising rivers, and strong winds amid what it called historic rains. Definitely a historic time. We've been seeing records breaking everything. Record breaking cold, record breaking rain, record breaking heat, just all over. And speaking of heat, man, in California, it is burning up right now. It's 105 today in California. These droughts are supposed to increase in the Grand Solar Minimum, and they definitely have been. Santa Barbara County officials declared a local emergency on Saturday as a fast-moving wildfire driven by strong winds and high temperatures tore through homes, forced 3,200 residents to evacuate. The Holiday Fire, one of more than 3 dozen in western U.S. states, broke out near the beach community of Goleta, California on Friday night before charring dried vegetation in the foothills. So it looks like 3 dozen in the western states broke out on Friday night. That's 36 fires in one night. That's a record, right? Gotta be. Look at this. SOT.net saying there's extreme weather affecting crops harvest in Europe. Europe was one of the main places to get affected during the last Grand Solar Minimum, which is the modern minimum, and their weather dramatically cooled. Okay, and it's looking like they're definitely going through some weather changes over here right now. It's saying that this document contains the harvest forecast for the season. In general, estimates have been adjusted downward. The map below shows the areas of concern. From the division in Europe, immediately it becomes obvious. The north is dealing with a drought, while further to the south there has been too much precipitation. Yes, definitely going through it. They're going to be affected. Their crops are not liking this at all. It says severe hailstorms have damaged crops in various countries. So various means more than one. Okay. Also, we have noted that we are in hurricane season, and it looks like there is a typhoon named Maria reached super typhoon status late July 5th after a period of rapid intensification just west of Guam. Maria just became the first Category 5 super typhoon of 2018 season. The system of forecast is to hit Okinawa with a Category 4 hurricane equivalent force on July 10th and then head toward Shanghai, China. And so Asia looks like it's going to get hit once again by some more severe weather, and we'll keep you updated on what happens there. Thanks a lot for coming and checking out RC Truth Media today. If you haven't liked and subscribed, do so now. Hit that thumbs up button because it does bring me more up in on YouTube, and I do need to get up there. All these videos only have maybe a couple few likes. I only have like 44 subscribers right now. Haven't been around for too long, maybe a month and a half. But I do great videos. I know a lot of information, and I will encourage everybody to subscribe. Thanks a lot, and you have a great day.